Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Main Zone, the one and only Mr. Bob Marley!
I like this job. This one. The only thing I don't care for much about this is driving. I drive a lot. I like driving in Maine. Maine's one of those places where you could drive 3 or 4 hours and not even remember driving anywhere. Sometimes you don't see anybody else. You just drive and go, holy shit, Kittery, I don't even remember a bit of it. Where the hell have I been? Burger King in Kennebunkport is one of the last stops for all Mainers. We freak out. Psychologically, we think there might not be food in other states. You have to stop at that damn Burger King. Whoever put that there's a genius. They're making millions by the day. Because you drive by going, if I don't stop now, where will I stop? People are apprehensive to you. Next time you go down there, look at the skid marks across the grass. Sometimes you're in a carload of people, it's not unanimous, but you lie to your friends, you tell them you got to poop, but you really want a Cinnabon. They're in the car waiting, you come out with a big-ass cinnamon bun the size of a spare tire. You ever have that dumbass treat smile on your face? I can't believe it. Everybody in the car's like, look at this idiot, would ya? He didn't have to poop at all, he wanted a damn Cinnabon. You always look like this at one point. Did you hit the detour up in 295 in Brunswick this summer? I'd like to get a hold of that bastard. What in the hell did they think? Detour? Detour doesn't mean leave Maine and go through Vermont. Did you think what I thought? Okay, detour, we're going to be off for a mile, we'll be right back on. 45 minutes later, right, you're going through towns in Maine you've never heard of, and you grew up here. What is Bucks Picks Fawn? You know those little towns in Maine where people have taken their house and turned it into a bar? You ever see one of those places? It's just called Daddy's Place. There's a guy out front waving you as you go by. Yelling at every car, stop! Stop! One thing that's helped me travel around is Easy Pass. I got Easy Pass. Stay seated, ladies, up front. Stay seated. Remember the first time you used Easy Pass? You didn't even know how to do it, did you? Pull up to the thing. Okay, is there a button on it, honey? What do we... I'm going to go inside and inform the attendant that we've purchased Easy Pass. Three weeks later, you figured it out. You're going 84 miles an hour through the toll booth. Your car's sponsored by Ritz Cracker. That's got to be the scariest job in the state of Maine, being a toll booth worker. You just stand there all day going, what do? I risk my life every day. I stand in a glass hut and wait for someone to smash into me. They're gonna take a shit, it's like a bad game of Frogger. I'm surprised that kid with the Zamboni didn't go driving through Easy Pass there. What a crazy little bastard he was. Broke. He's probably gonna get 2 years in jail. What are you in for? Assault. How about you? Driving the Zamboni over at the Civic Center. After hours. Unlicensed Zamboni driver. What a crazy little bastard. Seriously, we all like to party a little bit. Who gets hammered here and thinks, God damn it, I'm going down to the Civic Center. Drive the Zamboni tonight. He must have been on some kind of acid or something. Because Miller Lite don't do that to you. You think I'm hungry or something, right? But you don't think, I'm going to the Civic Center to drive that son of a bitch. Easy Pass is great. Wouldn't it be great if you could use Easy Pass in other parts of your life? You're at the grocery store, you got a lady that's about 112 paying in pennies.
I think I got it all here.
You're behind her. You can't do that. Easy Pass! You're at home in bed with the wife. Let's get it on. Not tonight. Bullshit. Easy Pass. You like to move it. I don't think that's what Madagascar had in mind for that song. Next time you watch with the kids, think of me. You like to move it. You ever be driving so badly that you actually say to yourself, I'm driving like shit right now. You got some sizzling fajitas going over here. You're trying to do your taxes. You look in the rearview mirror and the guy behind you is like, take it easy, you jerk. I'm going the speed limit. I'm just a little wobbly right now. You ever be driving behind someone that's driving so badly you just want to pull up next to them to see what they look like? You even say it to the other people in the car. I gotta get a look at this asshole. You're all bummed out when he's normal because you think he's gonna look like this. I'm driving a car. You pull up next to him, right? Here's your big power move. He looks at you, you look at him, this is what you do. I'm gonna shake my damn head at you. I'm surprised he didn't just pull over after a head shaking. The guy's probably terrified, shaking in his damn boots. He better pull over. That guy's shaking his damn head at me. What next? You ever try to stay awake? That's hard, isn't it? Right? Especially in Maine, because there ain't a lot of lights and shit. You're just flying along. You know what I mean? You got the window down in February with the air conditioner on. Slapping yourself in the face, cheering yourself on. Come on, Bobby! Woo! You drive by a rest area, you're like, I'm not stopping! Singing Flock of Seagull songs. Then I ran so far. Woo! I drank 8 Red Bulls the other night on my way to Albany, New York. I thought my stomach was gonna climb out of my asshole and walk to New York. Slapping sometimes you pinch yourself in the nuts. You've done that, haven't you, dude? She smiled and went, you did it! And he went, yeah. That's weird, because I'm just making this shit up, but you... Don't try that, any of you fellas. Don't try that. Don't say, Marley told me to do it. I can see you now driving down 95. You get tired. Son of a bitch! Why did I listen to that idiot? Right then you have the radio on. You like to move it. You like to... My mother's the worst driver in the state of Maine. It's because she's shrinking, right? People shrink. I used to be 8 feet tall. Right? It's a fact. As you get older, you shrink. That's what happens. I don't know where we go. You just shrink. It's going to happen to all of us. So I ain't making fun of anybody. I'm making fun of all of us, self-included. But my mother has shrunken down to the point now where her chair is so far up, the steering wheel is under her boobs. That's how she drives, right? You ever get your mother on the phone and you can't make her stop talking? Right? You know, you love her. We all, right? But they get on that phone, oh, Jesus, here it comes. Anyways, what else is going on? Not much, Ma. Gotta run. Listen to this. Oh. Yeah. Then you got this long story. You don't know where it's going, but it always ends weird. I woke up yesterday morning. 6:15, might have been 6:14, but not 6:20 because Al Roca's on at 6:20 with the news. I like Roca.
I looked over to see the clock, but I've turned it away from me because I don't like the way the red neon lights shine on me, so I turn it against the wall and they bounced off, and sometimes it still hits my cornea. I've got a little glaucoma on the lower left-hand side of my retina. Anywho. Okay, Ma, I gotta go. Listen to me. Jesus Christ, listen to me. I go down over the stairs and my pug dog Taffy, you know Taffy. She's out in the yard there and she's after something. Because dogs in Maine don't bark at stuff. They're after. A-F-T-A. And people from Maine will open up the window and ask the dog what they're after. What are you after out there? And other family members will join in. What's going on in here, Uncle Roy? Oh, he's after something. What are you after? Damn dog is always after something. Anywho, I step onto the porch to see what she's after. And, you know, I don't wear a brassiere to bed anymore because it chafes my areolas. Okay, goodbye. Can't hang up fast enough. People that get older have valuable information, so I think it's important to listen to them, but sometimes it's important just to tune them out. Sometimes it's helpful, and sometimes they're just sticking their nose in your business because they're bored. We get the lobster this summer. You know how you get your one lobster in the summer? Everybody in Maine psyched about it. Okay, Thursday, July 19th there. We're going to have lobster, so don't be making no plans. And everybody in Maine's got a different philosophy how to eat the lobster. Some people,
I take off the little legs and, you know, there's meat in there? And I suck the juice out of each tiny little claw, and that's
I eat the tails and the big claws. I chuck the body in the trash. This is my mother. Oh, Jesus, what are you doing? It's good meat inside this lower GI intestine. I smash the brain open. I eat the pituitary gland a little bit. I'm at that age where I'm completely responsible for everybody who's older than me when I'm there, and everybody that's younger than me. Anybody in that position? I see some of you sorry bastards out there going, yeah. So we're at the lake this summer, right? And someone says, let's go for a boat ride. Holy shit. I'm the only one that drives the boat, right? Let's go for a boat ride means you're going to be in hell for a couple hours. And I got the three little ones that were out here, and they left, so I've been cussing. They're already in the truck. They don't care anymore. My wife's like, yeah, good job. See you later. I'll be home watching my Grey's Anatomy that I chivoed. My boys, though, they got the crotch rocket life jackets on. Have you seen these? I'm like, honey, you might want to loosen that up a little bit. I don't want him to drown. Yeah, but I want him to be able to have kids later on in life. The kid can't even talk. He's like, I'm going inside the boat. I got my boat ride, Daddy. Here comes Mother. This is her getting on the boat. Are you going? Are you going to go? What are you doing? Don't go. Jesus, don't go, Bobby, don't go! Oh! Am I on? Did you go? When you get in someone's boat in Maine, sit down and shut your pie hole. There ain't nothing more frustrating than one of these people. This is my mother. Where do you want me to sit? Where should I sit? Sit anywhere, Ma. But where? Which one? Where should I sit? Sit down, but where? Then she says this, do you need me to help you? Yes, Mom, a 68-year-old woman who has never driven a boat before. You are my go-to person. Now sit your ass down. I'm trying to not hit the Oakhurst Jugs. Maine's the only state where you dump about $9,000 on a boat, but you won't spend $2 on a buoy. You gotta be shitting me. I'll just use a couple low-fat Oakhurst Jugs out there.
Halfway through the summer, they start filling up with water. Oh, better go get some more milk. And I got the kids drive you. You know, you ever have one kid you look at and go, man, he's gonna struggle. If you're not laughing at that, you're the struggler. You understand me? I got one kid there with a big head and a lazy eye, right? Whatever, I make fun of him. He know I make fun of him at home. You gotta grease the skids, for Christ's sakes. Do you think he gets to the lunchroom? Those little bastards ain't gonna let up on him. Give it to him at home, right? So he's used to it. At home, I'm like, what are you looking at? Over here? Oh yeah, over here? He's wicked good at skee-ball, though. I think that's because he can keep one eye on the numbers and the other one on the ball, right? So we brought him out to Chuck E. Cheese. Now, if you've never been to Chuck E. Cheese, go out tonight, stand on 95 South on the yellow line. Let a Peterbilt truck run you over. That will be a much better day than going to Chuck E. Cheese. What a dump that place is. He's over there playing skee-ball. He starts getting a crowd. My wife's like, oh my God, Bob, oh my God. I think we might have something here. And what might we have here, sorcerer? A Skeeball Savant? What do we got? He can't do anything with skee-ball in the real world. I love this kid more than anybody, but he's gonna get a good job at Cumberland Farms. He'd be a valuable asset to the company. He can keep one eye on the gas pumps and the other one on the register. Pump 7, you're okay. Little Debbie's at $3.99. Here we go. We're on vacation this week. I got one of them kids in preschool. On vacation from what? Gluing popsicle sticks together? Gee, you've been busting ass, little fella. Did you take a couple weeks off? Oh, that's okay. They can bill me for it. I'd rather have you home bugging the shit out of me. Then they got this stuff now called Playdates. Right? You ever heard of this horse shit? Don't get sucked into it, parents, right? This is the phone call you'll get. I thought I'd drop my 3 kids off of your house for a play date. And I got some errands to run. That ain't a play date, bitch. That's called babysitting. The summer was a rough one with the kids. I'm bored. Rained 27 days in a row. That was great, wasn't it? That was bad. My kids, I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. And we got to have activities for them. Oh, Daddy's going to get you a paint set and a bunch of horse shit. We would never say to our dad, we're bored. This would be my dad. No shit, you bored? Okay. Go out and mow the lawn, paint the fence, clean the cellar, clean your room, paint the outside of the house. Come back and tell me if you're bored then, okay, numbnuts? My dad would say crazy shit to us. I'm bored. Jesus, go out and play in traffic. The craziest thing he ever said to me, I go, I'm bored. He goes, go whack off in a corner, will ya? Imagine your relatives show up. What are you doing? Just as I've been told. And for you ladies here tonight, that's not how I'd do that if I were to do it. Little visual imagery for you girls. Bring that home with you tonight. You're gonna have a couple drinks after the show. You go home. You have a little rendezvous with the man. Just think of this. You'll be in marriage counseling like that. We haven't had sex for 6 months. Why is that? Bob Marley's face. My dad was old school. That whole generation was funny. My dad would never say anybody's gay. This is what he'd say. Hey, you know, he's What the hell is that? Grew up right here. This is a good place to grow up. Everybody's on the same vibe. We all do the same stuff, right? We went up to the camp this summer. I like going to my camp, and I don't mind going to your camp, but if I go to your camp, don't leave. You ever do that? You go to someone else's camp and they leave? Oh, shit. Oh, I got to go back in town. I'll be back in 3 hours. Then they give you instructions on the toilet. Well, if you gotta do something in here, and I would prefer you don't. Okay, numbnuts. Well, why'd you invite me and my wife and 3 kids and my mother and my cousin up here and just assume that 19 people didn't have to take a dump at any one point? All right, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is if you gotta use it, get the handle right here, right? If it's yellow, let it mellow. But if it's something else, he says that like there's a lot of options. Once it's in there, he has to say that like we would do this prior to anything being in there. Take the handle, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Take the cover off the back, pour a couple gallons in. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. If she starts rising, get out. Then old Nana shows up to the camp, and she cunning. The main Nana. Always comes last, doesn't want to get blocked in. Parks across the street in the pucker brush. I don't like to get blocked in by you hooligans with your tomfoolery. You ever notice how long your Nana's arms are getting? She could pick blueberries standing up, I ain't shitting you. Coming down the driveway with her little caprice pants on. What are they? Capris, whatever. You don't even know if they're capris. She's had them since 1978. They're all shrunk up and shit. Always got a quart of strawberries in her hand, what's left of it, with a Glad sandwich bag over that, with some Scotch tape, and then some rubber bands around that. Jesus, Nana. Who's coming hard for the berries? Someone coming out of the bush gonna tackle you. Son of a bitch, he's getting my berries. You ever notice how much stuff your Nana can make with a quart of strawberries and how long she can make it last? I got these strawberries 2 months ago. I made 4 gallons of strawberry ice cream, strawberry donuts, strawberry cookies, strawberry pie, strawberry muffin, strawberry scone, strawberry shortcake. I took the tops off the strawberries and made myself a bathing suit. I love it when Nana announces her own arrival into the camp. Nana's here! Where are my babies? Nana wants to see her babies! No child wants to go to the Nana. They're horrified of that. Go see Nana's here, honey. Go see her. Yeah, go see Nana over there. Go see her. Nana comes in and sits down. Sometimes she just says stuff and it don't go anywhere. Just spout stuff off. This camp is made of wood. Well, I'll tell you what. What, Nana? What?
You just said, I'll tell you what.
Go ahead.
People over 85, if they get an idea, they will hit themselves.
By golly.
None of you would do this, right? Want to go get a beer after the show? I do, Bob. Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you what, by golly. I'm going to go for a little bit of a swim right now.
Goes in the bathroom, gets her bathing suit that's hanging off a nail in there. The state of Maine hook. I ain't dumping no $2.99 at Target for a friggin' hook. Got a galvanized nail out in the shed. The shed. It's a big storage place for Maine people. Go out in the shed and get those galvanized 3/4. Nana gets her bathing suit. She's wicked proud it still fits, so she got it at Bradley's before they closed. Goes down to the lake. The Nana don't make a full commitment when she swims. Only goes up to her knees. The Nana just had her hair perminated. Always doing the Nana swim. All right, you guys, this is wicked bad. Her boob fell out. Her titty fell out of her. I gotta tell somebody. I can't keep that shit in here. I'll be running around a rubber room going, nana titty, nana titty, nana titty, nana titty, nana titty. Here's what happened. We're all down by the lake doing camp stuff. I got a Husqvarna out there. I'm doing some work on some dead trees. You've all had dead trees that coincidentally block your view. Yeah, I took out that area and there was all dead. I can see Mount Washington perfectly now, so. Nana go down for the double hand swoopy, and when she did, it went. And everybody went, oh my God. My cousin Dougie come running out of the lake. Bobby! Not for nothing, look over my shoulder. I think that's a titty over there. Yeah, I concur on the titty sighting, Dougie. He looks at me and goes, do something. Do something? Who the hell am I, the titty whisperer? What do you want me to do? What, you want me to put a floaty on it or something? We had to have a family meeting to decide who was going to tell her. They nominated me. She's hard of hearing. I'm like, Nana, your titty's out.
It is kind of shitty out, isn't it, Bobby?
Your titty is out.
My titty's out.
She was wicked good at getting it back in there. I don't know what you call that, titty wrangling or whatever. She wasn't like, yeah, get up in there today. She just went, and it went, blip, there it was. But she's old enough, so she'll keep bringing it up.
Did you see my titty down by the lake?
Sounds like a play they'd have over at the South Portland Players or something. This summer, Titty Down by the Lake, starring...
You kids go down by the lake, be careful. You got titties flying out everywhere.
That was the longest time I've ever experienced. The longest 40 seconds that was out. It would not go away. It had a life of its own. Just, hi. Hi, everybody. I'm a Nana titty. Oh, it's so nice to be out. I'm so pale. Look at my whiskers. You guys are saying, oh, like it really happened. Her titties aren't talking, people.
Just like you don't pinch yourself in the nuts when you're driving. I know, but you guys are like, oh my God, her titties talk, what the hell? Imagine Nana titties, they were fighting.
I want to go to the clam bake. Well, I want to play bingo, so we're going to have to work this out.
What a crazy summer. Oh, geez, that rain, it sucked. We just sat there at the camp, right, in the rain, and there's only so much cribbage you can play before you want to stick a peg in one of your friend's eyes. Right? 15-2, 15-4. Tonight on 2020, comedian Bob Marley goes on a cribbage pegging rampage. Why'd you do it? I had to do it. 27 days of rain in a row. The Olympics was a shining part of the summer. I got hooked on that. Did you get hooked on it? China did a great job. Did you watch the opening ceremony? Did you think the same thing I thought? Jeez, don't get into a war with China. These people are wicked productive. 9,000 Chinese dudes out there banging on drums with lightning bolts shooting out of their ass and their nipples lighting up. We watched that whole Olympics. Me and my wife got sucked right into it. And the swimming was good. They got that Crocker kid from Maine. He's the champion. He did a good job, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah. Then the Phelps kid, this Michael Phelps, he took off. Like the swimmer, he won. How many gold medals was it? 8, yeah. All right, so here's what happened. Me and the bride are sitting on the couch. And I am elbow deep into a bag of barbecued Fritos. And Phelps comes on the TV and my wife goes, oh my God, look at that body. Bob, look at that body on that man. I was like, I could swim that fast too if my ears were that big. Couldn't even get them 8 medals around his head. They got it caught up on his ears at one point. She knew too much about him. Bob, do you know that he shaves everything on his body so he's faster in the water? You ought to try that. I ain't shaving shit south of the chin. I don't care if I'm tripping over my nipple hairs. You understand me? That's weird. No Maine guy. Imagine explaining that to your friends from Maine. Hey, Troy, want to get a beer? Yeah, no problem. Wait a second. I'm good. I feel fast. Let's go. At one point, the wife looks at me and she's downright pissed. She's giving me the business visually. Looks over at me. She looks at him, then she looks at me like this. Why don't you have a swimmer's body like that? I said, because I am not a swimmer. If you wanted to have met a swimmer, you should have hung around the pool and not the goddamn bar. Touche, sister. The Olympics was sponsored by McDonald's this year, and I think we all know nothing builds an Olympic body better than a McDonald's. We've all been in the lobby, seen the prospects, the hopefuls, a lot of scouts in the parking lot. Jesus, look at that fat bastard, Jim. He's supersizing. Get him for the high hurdles. It don't match up. McDonald's sponsoring the Olympics is kind of like Hooters sponsoring a Clay Aiken concert. You know what I mean? I like the fast food. Dunkin' Donuts is one of Maine's big guns here. I know a couple people, you people that are clapping right now, you're the ones in the morning. Don't talk to me, I haven't had my goddamn Dunkin'. Those people are wily, aren't they? Good morning. Yeah, don't say anything. I haven't had my coffee yet. All right, easy. My wife loves, I don't even drink coffee. Every morning my wife goes, Bob, you going over to Dunkin' to get yourself a coffee? No. Okay, Bob, what I'm saying is get your fat ass in the truck and go get me a coffee. Once you have Phelps swim over there with his shaved little butt and go get you a coffee. I bet Phelps ain't got a Fisher plow on his truck. Dunkin' Donuts has got to settle down, though. You don't got to keep adding shit onto the menu, Dunkin'. We don't have enough time to hear your sales pitch when we're going through the drive-thru. You know what I'm talking about? It's out of control. Coffee and donuts, that's fine. You were doing good with that. Stop with all the... I pull up the other day to get her something. They go, welcome to Dunkin' Donuts. Can I help you? I go, yeah, I need a large coffee. Would you like to try a Dunkin' Piazza? A Dunkin' Piazza? I don't even know what the hell that is. Want a frescatata, hada, gulata? No, coffee, thank you. Want to try a Dunkin' flatbread? Hunkin, Munkin, Dunkin' flatbread? You still got coffee in there, Dunkin', you silly little bastard. What kind of coffee you want? Grande, Venti, pumpkin spice, coolada? I want you to take the shit from the pot. Pour it in the cup, Dunkin'. You sure you don't want a flatbread combo Dunkin' Hunkin meal? No! I like to be at the board meeting when they came up with that piece of shit flatbread sandwich. Especially for us people, don't push the flatbread sandwich on us. Amato's is down the street, they make the best shit around. You think I'm gonna eat a roof shingle from Dunkin's? It's like when they opened a Red Lobster out by the mall for Maine people. You shit me, we're like walruses. We know our seafood. That thing made it 3 weeks it was closed down. I'd like to be at that board meeting, though, at the Dunkin' when they came up with that. All right, now listen. We're selling way too much coffee and donuts. This is going very well for us. How could we possibly screw this up? I got an idea. Yes, Johnson, what is it? Okay, here's the deal. It's called a Dunkin' flatbread sandwich. We freeze some of it, microwave some of it, toast the rest of it, put it in a shitty bag and throw it at them. Oh, wait, I forgot. Ride over it with a truck first, too. Hope you have a good vacation this week. Had a day off last night. We didn't have a show last night. We were off last night, so I brought the wife out to the Longhorn Steakhouse. Got a little bit of cash here. You ever been to Longhorn? How come you can't just sit down at the Longhorn? Right? You ever walk in there, that little podium Nazis hiding somewhere in the lobby? You start walking in, fat, dumb, and happy. Can I help you? Hey, hi, how are you? I'm going to get a steak. Did you see this? Did you happen to see this? Please wait to be seated. Okay, Jesus, I ain't got to get your shorts in a wad. Let me look at my grease board and see if I have a table open. Well, I can see a shitload of them open right now, honey. Nope, sorry, nothing's open. Oh, so now I'm in timeout? I want you to go sit at the bar, take this little drink coaster, it'll light up. If you've ever had one of these things, I put it in my pocket. I didn't know it also vibrated. A couple minutes into it, I'm like, are you ready? Almost. I know I said non-smoking, but I am gonna need a cigarette. You like to move it. You like to... I don't know what's wrong with me either. A lot of you are laughing, some of you are going. I've always been this way. Used to do crazy stuff in high school. I used to get in my car and drive through people's backyards while they were barbecuing. Not fast, because I know some of you little bastards are going to try this. I'd go like 2-3 miles an hour, and that way they don't know what to do with you. They're out there barbecuing. This is what they do. And when they look at you, go like this. How are you? Ah, good, yeah. They always look for other cars. I used to go to Shaw's when I was 14. I'd get at Shaw's and I'd take a grocery cart, make believe I was shopping. I'd wait for somebody who had their back turned. I'd take a 27-pound ham and I'd chuck it in their cart. The best is... You're going to try it, aren't you, you little bastard? The best is when they turn around. This is what they do. They start surveying the other shit that's in the cart. That's mine, that's mine, that's mine. They look at their list. I don't see any goddamn ham on here. So they take the ham and put it over there. I'd wait for them to get 4 hours later. I'd take the same ham when they weren't looking, chuck it back in the cart. Second time they turn around, they're scared shitless. This is what they do. Ah! They throw the ham and run as fast as they can. Always looking over their shoulder as if the ham kept coming. Used to go over to McDonald's after a couple dozen beers. We'd cut loose, right, Johnny Cat, remember? We'd get over there and I'd ride the Mayor McCheese wicked hard on the playland. The manager would come out, he'd be all McPissed at us. What are you doing? Riding the mayor, riding him hard. You can't do that. I'm going to call the police. Oh, wait a second, because I want to hear this phone call. Portland Police Department, are you being robbed? No. What's wrong? Somebody's riding the mayor wicked hard. Well, I had the Hamburglar in my yard. Here's what happened. I snapped the little bastard off, chucked him in my truck, brought him home, and stuck him in the yard. And the next morning, I woke up, and this is all I heard. I heard my dad going, "Holy shit, Masha, get down here!" What's wrong? The goddamn burglar from the Ronald is in the yard. There's a burglar in the yard? There's not a burglar in the yard, Masha. The hamburger thief from the McDonald's is in the yard. What's that doing out there? Oh, geez, I don't know. So I come down, fat, dumb, and happy. Hey, what's going on? You know what's going on, asshole. The damn burger thief from the Ronald McDonald is in the yard. How'd that get there? Oh, maybe the same idiot that drives through people's yards while they're barbecuing and chucks hams into people's carts. The hell's wrong with you? Go whack off in a corner, will ya? We're different up here. First of all, Maine is in the winter, a start the car up state. Turn the news on. Oh shit, better start the car up. Anybody here start the car up before they get in the shower? Anybody? Al Gore can kiss my fat Irish ass. How about that? When you live in Maine, Al, then you could talk about saving gas, but I'm not freezing my ass off all the way to the mall because I'm saving half a gallon. No way. Start the car up. It's a funny place, too. You drive around Maine, you see weird shit when you're in your car. You ever be driving by somebody's house and they got a sign on their yard that says, "Clean fill wanted"? I don't even know what that is. I've lived here my whole life. I got no damn idea what clean fill is. But you bet your sweet ass if I had a truckload of it, I wouldn't be dropping it off anywhere. Seems like it's difficult to get your hands on. This guy is an optimistic son of a bitch too, ain't he? I mean, he must be sitting in his house going, "Man, I need some clean fill." Probably shitloads of it going by right now and I'm missing the boat. Better make a sign. He always paints it himself. The sign's always dripping with paint. Looks like a serial killer painted it. You're not knocking on that guy's door. 2 minutes later, you'll be putting the lotion in the bucket in the cellar. He's wicked particular, too. Clean fill. Like at one point, this leads me to believe that he got some partially dirty fill and it set him right off. Someone dropped her up. He's like, "Get this shit out of here.
kind of asshole you think I am? Bringing me dirty Phil. Let's get over here.
We're funny people. Here's what we're gonna do though for this guy. Tonight, when you leave, there's 42 buses out front. And we've got